In John chapter 5, reading from verse 5, the Bible tells us, "And a certain man was there which had an infirmity 38 years. When Jesus saw him lie, and knew he had been now a long time in that case, he saith unto him, Wilt thou be made whole? The impotent man answered him, Sir, I have no man, when the water is troubled, to put me into the pool. But while I am coming, another steppeth down before me." The sick man admitted, he told Christ, he had no human help. He himself was unable to help himself, and no one around him could help him or was willing to help him. And so he said, I have no man, when the water is troubled, to put me into the pool. I have no human help. Standing before him was divine help in the person of Jesus Christ, who was both man and God. And we know the rest of the story. The man was healed because he exercised faith in the command of Jesus Christ, "Rise, take up thy bed and walk." You may be even now in a condition where no man can help you, no woman can help you. You have no human help. Please remember, there is divine help. When Christ was tempted in the wilderness, there was no human being around to assist him. The Bible says God sent angels to minister to him. In the Garden of Gethsemane, when he bled through his skin, the disciples were sleeping. The Father sent an angel to assist him. When there is no human help, God will not leave his people alone. You have divine help. Why is it possible for God to do what you and I cannot do? The Creator is the source of all law. Laws are required for birds to fly, for fish to swim, for grass to grow, for trees to produce fruits. Laws are required for the created heaven and the created earth to function. There is no aspect of heaven and earth mentioned in Genesis 1:1 that does not require laws for its functioning. The God of creation, my dear friend, can manipulate the laws he created, or he can rise above the laws to produce miracles. Because miracles are events we cannot describe or cannot understand based upon the laws as we in our limited minds know them. Miracles are expressions of God's power, God working above law, God working without law as we know them. Your impossible situation is impossible for you and impossible perhaps for every other human being on the planet. But it is not impossible for God, because God can rise above law. God can manipulate law in order to bring about a solution to your impossible situation. Because the things which are impossible with men are possible with God. God the Creator. My dear friend, as you keep the Sabbath holy, I want you to concentrate on the fact that when the Creator, who was Christ, said, "Let the earth bring forth grass," in that proclamation, all the laws required for grass to grow began to operate. And the Creator can manipulate those laws, rise above those laws, function without those laws in order to perform a miracle in your life. Yes, your situation as you see it may be impossible in your eyes and in the eyes of your friends, your families, or your enemies. But remember, the Creator of heaven and earth, the God of the Sabbath, is not restricted by law. He can rise above them, work through them, manipulate them to change and fix your situation. As you keep the Sabbath holy, my listening friend, place your confidence in the one of whom the Bible says, "For with God nothing shall be impossible." Happy Sabbath. God bless you and doubly bless your children.